Hello fellow tube surfers, this is Bubba Drew, and welcome to a back-to-back My Summer Car episode, because yesterday I did a My Summer Car video, and today I'm doing a My Summer Car video. Now, yesterday I meant to mention it in yesterday's video, but today I might as well bring it up. My Summer Car has been updated. Something rather... Jeez, that thunder sound effect is very convincing. Then again, it is really sunny, so should have known. But yeah, my summer car has been updated, and they have a rather significant addition. What the? Why is it thunder and lightning? It's sunny out. It's like Michigan weather. Holy crap. But what they added was this thing over here. A little mini bike, as you can see, or as they call it, a moped. It's more of a mini bike than a moped, but oh well, same idea. Yeah, this should be fun. It's, well, as you can see, and as I have said, it is a mini bike. You can pick it up pretty easily, like it's weightless. And you can ride it, of course. It also takes its own special fuel. I believe it's a two-stroke, so it's oil mixed with gasoline or petrol, depending on where you live in the world. And this right here, this is one of those things that's right up my alley because it's so unusual and so awesome. At least to me, anyways. I remember the first time I rode a mini bike. That was like a long time ago. That was when I was like 9 or so. And the most recent attempt I had of riding a mini bike was actually like a year or so ago. It was like this miniature chopper, which I had an accident on. If you'd like to hear that story, then feel free to leave a comment saying so. But yeah, one other thing before we get into this. I also just so happen to have a little mini bike Hot Wheels. Look at that. I think it's kind of cute and cool, especially for being a Hot Wheels vehicle. But yeah, this reminded me of that. So what we gotta do is we actually have to get the fuel in order to get this thing running because, well, I tried crank starting it earlier just to see if everything was kind of working properly. And it didn't start, so I assume I have to go to Tamo's shop in order to get some fuel for it. And, I guess it'll be another road trip for this episode. I will get to riding the motorcycle, though, so don't worry. Well, you know what the best thing about a mini bike is? You can use it as a backup transportation if, say you wreck your van along the way and survive the crash, but are too lazy to, you know, correct it. Then that's when the mini bike really excels. Or not. Actually, I have no idea how this is going to drive now that this is in the back. We'll just have to see. Because, you know, I could just, you know, get the oil and then just leave the bike here. But I'd rather have the bike with me so I can fill it up while I'm there. And I have things to do in Yarvi anyways. I have a... Yeah, I have a sewage sucking... That sounds so bad. A septic tank job to do. Actually, make that 3. But the other 2 are in Lope, as you can see. So, we might as well get right to that. Jump in my van. The car is fine and running, too. I might actually take it to the drag strip sometime, because there's an abandoned airstrip that can be used as a drag strip. Actually, you know what? That could be a good plan for the next video. Take all the vehicles in the game, minus the boat, of course, and then see how they do on the drag strip. Leave a comment if you think that's a pretty good idea for a video. Okay, let's just get this thing started up. Then all I gotta do then is undo the handbrake. Alright. And without any sort of delay, we're going to make haste. It's really bouncy through that area right there. I don't know why that is. I guess it's probably because it's bumpy. And for some strange reason, the thing feels... Oh, it's the bike in the back. I forgot I actually loaded that up. Looks like we're going to have to drive a little bit slower. No, I might actually cut out some parts of this trip just because, you know, I'm going to have to drive a little bit, and I can't talk over all of it. Probably just include the amusing parts. That's what I really like about this game. This game takes, you know, typical mundane tasks and then makes them, like, adventurous. You know what I mean? I mean, who knew that driving a van and hauling a mini bike in the back in order to go and get some fuel for it could be so intense and concentration filled, or whatever you'd like to say. Or maybe that's just me. A lot of things are probably just me. Okay, it seems to be going along pretty well. Actually, I'm tempted to look back into the van and see if the bike is doing alright, but at the same time, I just want to keep my eyes on the road and keep going. I closed the tailgate, so that should be pretty good. I'm keeping the thing inside of the van. And railroad crossing. You know what? We're going to go right through it. Normally I'd stop, but since this is the van, you know, I drive it like it's a rental car, pretty much. I've never driven a rental car, and I probably won't do anything like that. Alright, we're coming up to the chicane right now, which is this bendy bit right here. Hopefully, the green menace doesn't come by, and okay, that's my fault. That was a bit too fast, especially considering the load that I was carrying. Yeah, it can be tricky if you don't tackle it right. The turn, that is, of course. And the worst part is it's part of the rally. So, well, then again, the rally, you need to use your car, which is the Satsuma. And it can handle things pretty good. A van... Oh, and it's Saturday. I forgot about that. So you get to see all the signs showing where all the turns are and such. They got, like, red and yellow arrows, depending on how sharp the curve is. Okay, come on. Now, one thing that kind of strikes me as amusing is that I believe nothing really happens in the rally when it's taking place if you're not taking part in it, which is kind of funny because, you know, this game is sort of focused on more on realism, so you'd think it'd be going on even if you're not taking part in it. It'd make the trips a lot more amusing, and it'd be really cool to just, you know, change your route so that you don't actually go through the rally course. Or you could just go through the rally course if you're daring and avoid all the cars that are racing. It's just another suggestion. Probably one that's going to be highly unpopular, though. But hey, it's an idea, a suggestion. Okay, I thought I heard the train, but we're alright. Oh, gee. I'm already getting speed wobbles on this dirt road, and I'm only going 80 kilometers per hour. That's 40 miles per hour for the uninitiated, I guess you could say. Okay, I am going to slow down for this part. I have learned from the previous chicane, and I am not going to ruin it completely like that. Oh, holy crap. That was 2 wheels right there. I just hit 2 wheels with a van, with a mini bike in the back. That's pretty cool. Alright, so it looks like Fleetaries is right ahead. I'm not going to screw it up now by taking a shortcut. Okay, nope, never mind. I'll just go out on the... Oh, there's a river blocking the way, though. Do I dare do it? Sure, why not? Alright, wheel spin. Dang you. Ooh, this thing actually forwards pretty well. Oh, jeez. I just dove into the water there. I think the thing would be flooded by then. But oh well, it's game logic. You know, that'd be actually pretty cool to have like an off-road truck. Like an actual proper pickup truck that you can drive for off-road stuff. Now that I can see being a popular suggestion. Once again, it is just a suggestion. And, yeah, I'm stopping here because I need to get the septic truck so I can suck out some septic tanks, but do you think the mini bike will be any nuisance in the cab at all? It's an interesting idea. Screw it, we're putting it in the truck and we're taking the truck over to Perry RV. So as it turns out, it's a pretty good riding companion, as well as being a good riding vehicle. It's interesting to think about that way. All I gotta do now is actually get this septic truck out of this ditch that I managed to get it stuck in. Hit the ignition, pump some gas. Well, actually, when you start to think about it, I'm just pumping diesel. Alright, and we're off to Perry RV. I'll fix my thirst and my hunger when I get there, too. Yeah, I gotta say, this game might be one of my new favorites. Like, previously my favorite game's been GTA 5. Mainly because there's so much you can do in it. And there's, like, submarines, there's, well, the typical GTA stuff. You can be good or bad, or you can fart around if you want. But this right here, this just seems a lot more true to life than GTA. Whereas GTA, you steal a fighter jet, start shooting up a military base, and then steal some money and kill people. Whereas this, it makes interesting mundane. That's contradictory. It makes mundane tasks very engaging. I mean, who knew that I would have fun chopping wood and delivering it to this guy? And it's actually better than most actual simulators out there, like the truck simulators and farming simulators and job simulators. This kind of takes all those and puts them into one game, set in a place that's not often used, which is Finland, and it makes it really, really unique. Also, I don't know if I've noted this before, but this septic truck is really fast. Especially when it's loaded up. Alright, either way, we've made it to Perry RV. We're just about to cross the track right now. It'd be interesting if more background events went on. Like, for example, people actually running across the track and all that, and things seem more alive, I guess you could say. But once again, suggestions. Oh yeah, then there's the booth for the finish of the rally. Not finish as in Finnish people, I mean finish as in... You know what I mean. English is a weird language, alright? There's a reason why it's one of the harder ones to learn. Also, the bus is in front of us. And so is Yellow Guy. Alright, so I was able to get the fuel oil. All I gotta do now is take them and fill up the mini bike with it, I guess. Also, there's more echo effects with the Flateri. Yeah, at first I thought the store was already closed, and I was just like, oh, I came here too late. But no, everything's good. The Yellow Menace over there has got himself in a rut. Okay, I got two just to make sure I had enough to fill it up. I mean, being a mini bike, I assume it's pretty good on fuel. but you can never be too sure. Just unscrew the fuel cap, take the fuel oil, or whatever you'd like to call it, and fill it up, I guess. Okay, I gotta crank it upside down, I guess. What the heck? Why isn't it filling up? Is it already full and I made this trip for nothing? Oh, wait a minute. There's another thing you have to actually do in order to start the thing. And I think I might have forgot to do that. You have to actually... Okay, dang it, that must have been it. Okay, kickstart it. Come on, I know you want to run. My beautiful steel horse. It runs! Ow! The mini bike runs! How awesome is that? Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna do some messing about in this bike then. And it's stalled. Okay, here we go. That is loud, I gotta turn that down. How cool is this? It's like a motorcycle in my summer car. I mean, the game kind of is better with cars and stuff, but the fact that they were able to incorporate motorcycles is really cool. And give it like a realistic lean. Okay, well. About mini bikes and that accident I had, something similar to that happened to me. And I have friends that can vouch for that. Okay, oh, I just about... Well, nope. I guess I gotta work on my mini bike riding skills. Okay, it seems to do well just in first gear, so I'm just gonna do that. Imagine riding this in the rally. That'd be hilarious. And also, I believe it's actually pretty fast. For what it is, anyways. Okay, I'm gonna make sure not to go too far from the... that's a jump. Oh, this thing's bouncy. Okay, here we go. Made it to the local track. Oh, it does a burnout. And it stalled. Alright. Going to do a little putt around this track here, and I'm probably not gonna... Oh, wow, this thing wheel spins. That's actually kind of crazy for it to be able to do that. Especially with how not powerful it is. Maybe I shouldn't hit the gas when I'm turning. I don't know. It's a little difficult to ride. I'm a car guy, not a motorcycle guy. Okay, maybe I just gotta, like, slight adjustments of the steering. You know, of all motorcycles out there, there's Harley-Davidsons, there's Suzukis, Hondas. I love mini bikes. I could go... You know, you could show me pictures of, like, a Harley... Well, you could give me a Harley or a Honda, but if you give me a mini bike, I will immediately take that over any other motorcycle. They're just really awesome. They're inexpensive, easy to work on, and they get looks. Whether they're looks of desire or looks of shame, that's really up to the person. But I just think mini bikes are really, really cool vehicles. Okay, we're about to... And I'm loving this right now. This is just awesome. Okay, I guess we've survived that little off-road bit there. Actually, now that I think of it, I wonder how fast I can get this thing to go. Okay, I think that's like 100 kilometers or so right there. Yeah, I'm gonna die going this fast. So I'm gonna hit the brakes. I don't want to get on the highway. That's just death in a mini bike. Okay, don't tip over. Alright, well, I guess that'll do it for this video. I know I said I was probably going to get to the septic missions and all that, but all I really wanted to do was take this mini bike out for a putt. And I will say one thing right now, it is awesome. If you haven't gotten my summer car yet, you should just do it. Even if this mini bike wasn't added, I would still recommend getting my summer car. It's awesome. But yeah, with that being said, I will see you all on the flip side.